truly, Weldon Brown here. That's the name that my mom gave me, aka Mr. Krush. Some of you know me as on my social media page. I'm the guy that's pushing back on F&P, fear and procrastination, and those are the two things that will absolutely stop you in your tracks if you let it. I am here to say thanks to every last one of you that showed up at the art walk at Weldon Thomas Gallery on last Friday and Saturday. I want you to know that you absolutely made my day, week, and month. It was a very meaningful event for me. My first time in a real gallery space, my third solo exhibition, and it was just exhilarating to say the least. The turnout was strong, amazing to say the least. The room was filled with conversation, interest, engagement. People didn't just look at the art, they connected with it. I said it because I observed some people standing in front of paintings, engaging with it. This was so rewarding to me. Some of them even commented, about various feelings and emotions that they was having as they looked at some of the works. I'm gonna mention a couple here that were recent paintings, and I mean that this year. This particular one is called Two Minds, One Conversation. This is an inspiration. When I first started, I thought about dividing the canvases like I did with black and white, red and yellow. I was sort of thinking all colors, all nations, all people. And this is what resulted. A very interesting piece. I love it very much. And a lot of other people connected with this too. Matter of fact, my coach and trainer at the Langston Hughes Center says if I put this on a t-shirt, he's going to buy one immediately. Maybe two, one for him anyway. Anyway, another one that was displayed in the show. This one is called Sax Me Up, excuse me. You can see the saxophone player here. And if you also look closely here, you'll notice there's a ballerina, which looks like is in the top of the hair of an individual here. You see a face here, two eyes. And there's also another ballerina player right here. If you look closely at this here saxophone player, you'll notice that there's three fingers here. It's not really five. This I call Frogman. That's right, the Frogman is playing the saxophone. Anyway, call it what you want, call me what you want. I'm just glad that you showed up to see the works and you enjoyed them. Lastly, I'm going to mention this one also. This one is called I Heart. And you can see there is an eye there, there's a heart there. This inspiration sort of comes from I'm thinking the eyes are the window to the heart. So this is sort of the inspiration for this here, this painting. I, heart, and I even found some lettering and actually put the letters window right there in the painting. There's a little window down here in the lower right corner, and there's a little guy here looking on. This sort of looks like a bird, doesn't it? But anyway, a lot of interesting movement, motion, and color here. These here are ribbons. These are actually ribbons. I thought about the recycled side of art, and there are real recyclers out there that use all kinds of things to create art. I decided to incorporate this a little bit in here for my dreads. And this actually came from a bow tie, so I cut the bow tie up, and that's how I got my ribbons here. So that's that. Lastly, I wasn't going to mention it, but just one more, because this one, my daughter suggested that I bring Val. It was still downstairs, hanging on the wall, and she said, "Where is that one?" And when she mentioned it, I knew immediately which one she was talking about. I said, "Okay, yes, at the house, I'll bring it." But this one was done back in May of 2024. A lot of interest in this particular painting. I called it, she's got your eyes on you. Some people feel a little mysterious. And you look at at the mouth there, you see the teeth, sort of looks like vampire-ish. But anyway, it's just a moving, lot of motion and action and color going on here that I love, and a lot of people engage with. But anyway, there it is. Again, I want to say to you at age 75, there's no expiration date on creativity. It really isn't. Creativity is endless, just like learning. Every single day, you and I can learn something, no matter how large or small. Something that can be meaningful and valuable to us going forward. None of us are too old to be seen and do in new and different ways. And none of us are too old to begin again. I watch people with wonder and excitement. Some told me what they were thinking and how how some of the works made them feel as they looked at it. I mean, I actually saw people standing at works, for minutes, like you do at a museum. And I'm telling you, my first two exhibits is when I don't remember people standing there and enamored and just looking, And so again, it was just so inspiring to me. Some of them saw music, joy, struggle, history, and freedom. There were a couple paintings, I promise you, that somebody pointed to something and said, "Look at that." And I had to look closely because it escaped me. But anyway, this is the beginning of more art, more conversation, and more opportunities to share my work and journey with you. I hope you will come along with me. I hope you'll be inspired. Tomorrow isn't promised to anyone. Today, this moment, which is called a gift, is all any of us have, this present moment. So let's seize it and let's live large, okay? I know you've heard somebody say sometime, you're not dreaming big enough. So I'm telling you to not only dream big, but live large, okay? So again, I encourage you to make your mark, which was the theme of my my exhibition, and it was indeed the price of admission when people came into the door. I had a folder there, which is out of reach right now. I meant to show that to you, but it was a folding board, and I called it the intention wall. You come in, you sign, you make a mark, or you initial, you date it, whatever, and you go ahead and enjoy the exhibit. And that went so swell. I was so glad that I did this. So again, my sincere thanks to every last one of you, men, women, boys, girls, children, adults that came and shared with me for this very special third solo exhibition for yours truly, Mr. Krush. For the people from Detroit, Cincinnati, all over the place. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see you again soon, and let's do some things together. Matter of fact, I was thinking next year a collaboration. That's right. Some of the people that had tied in, signed on the intention board, some of them drew little figures and things. I'm thinking about incorporating those and some other things into works. I met some artists who already made contact. We got contact information shared, and I told them we're gonna keep in touch and we're gonna make this happen as a joint effort. We're gonna come together, different artists from different styles, medias, and we're gonna do something. How about that? All right, that's it for me. Yours truly, Mr. Krush, the guy pushing back on F&P, fear and procrastination. Don't let it stop you. If you're breathing, move, do something. Today is all we have.